So today I'm gonna attempt to make kimchi. I've been making kimchi, but I have not, videotape it. Share it with you. So, okay, what I set out all the ingredients that I usually use, but you may already know that there are many different kind of kimchis in Korea, different region and different ingredients and different families. So this is my own kimchi. So you may find different kimchi, and also once kind of sort of know how to make it, then you can add and delete. Omit some ingredients that you don't like. So anyway, so let me show you what I have. I have the cabbage, right? Cabbage, and then this is mu. Korean called mu, like turnip, ever. So I use that. Some people don't use it, but I do. I like to. And then I like to, because a different season, there's different vegetables in Korea. Nowadays, you can find it all year round. But this is called minari. I love this. This is especially the springtime vegetable. You will find it in Korean market, and this is a cut. Again, this is it has a very nice texture and beautiful color, so I would like to use that. And then, of course, green onion, and I like to eat spicy food. So here we go. Here is a serrano pepper. This is a huge one anyway. And here you go. And so that's kind of like a main thing. And then from that, I would like to make sauce separately. So with that, I'll use onion and apple and garlic, and of course you add chili peppers and chili powder. And fish sauce. Korean called 멸치 액젓. There are many different kinds, but you can use it in any type. And this is a salted shrimp, tiny shrimps. So I use that one as well. So I have also ginger, and of course plenty of garlic. Ginger, sometimes I use. If I don't have it, I don't use it. Garlic must. Ginger, some reason, although I love ginger, but I guess I'm just a bit lazy. It just, like a scrape up the skin and stuff. So sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. Just my girlfriend, Mingyu, gave me this ginger yesterday, so I'm gonna use it today. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to I don't know what you call this one. This is not marinated. But in Korea, before you mix all these ingredients, you need to chop your cabbage, and then you sprinkle salt, layers of salt and cabbages. So what you do is, see here usually the salt is of course salt, sea salt I use, and I put quarter cup in the like a measuring cup, and then put half of what's this? What is it?
You put in 1 cup.
Oh, 1 cup. Okay, 1 cup of water, and then quarter cup of salt, and then I zap it in the microwave oven for maybe 40 seconds. So anyway, and then you kind of make sure that all the salt is dissolved, and then when you taste it, it's kind of salty. Okay, it's a salty. All right. So, and then without washing your cabbage, you take the top off, right? And then you can do 2 ways. You can just simply chop, or you can go like this. But you know what? For the safety, don't do this. So let's do this way. You just simply chop. Easy, eh? Easy. So, and then you should separate them. And if there's like a big piece, you cut it in half. And then you put salt and sort of like a layer it. You know, like that. And then, again, so it's like making lasagna, right? Layers of a cabbage and then salty water. Now you don't need to do this. You can kind of sprinkle salt as well. We usually use the coarse salt, but hey, if you don't have it, just use regular salt. So we Koreans are very easy. So anyway, here, so go. So basically you're doing this to kind of have your cabbage sort of like a seasoned with little saltiness before you mix everything together. And at this time you're wondering how about moo, the cabbage, what you call it?
Radish?
Radish, thank you very much, Sean. Anyway, radish. But you don't salting the radish, okay? So here. Okay. If you want to, you can do it. All right. So you do. After this, you set it aside for, let's say, about 40-45 minutes. And then during that time, about a couple of times, every 15 minutes, you kind of mix it, so that the top part goes, it gets seasoned as well. Yeah, so you've got plenty of this. Okay. Okay. All right. So. Okay. So I'm gonna set it aside, and then for next, I'm gonna show you the sauce that mix with all of these ingredients. Okay. So. All right. So with the mixing with like red chili powder and everything before, this is kind of sauce base. I use onion, like one onion, and this may be ended up kind of more than the one time use, but I save it and I use it for something else. So I'll tell you about that later. And then apple, right? Okay, and then for right now, like quarter cup of fish oil. Okay, and then let me see. Since it's gonna be noisy, so I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, and then I use a lot of garlic, right? I told you, and it was full of garlic in here. I cannot tell you how many garlics, but it was kind of like I guess 1 cup, a little more than 1 cup. Half of that I'm gonna put it in here with onion and apple and fish oil. I'm gonna put one more. So this will make half. half of fish sauce. Okay, let me see. Salt and sweet. Okay, a little more. All right. So I'm gonna bring it over here. So you have here, you have onion and sugar and garlic and fish sauce. Okay, and if you taste it, it's definitely taste of salt and then a little bit of sweetness from apple and garlic and onion. And after this, I'm gonna mix once the cabbage is salted. Then I'm gonna mix it all together. Meanwhile, while I'm doing this, I'm gonna mix this with the red chili powder and salted shrimp, and I'm gonna add more garlic and chopped all the greens and green onions. So I'm gonna show it to you, and of course peel off the moo and chop it up. Okay, so I'll show you in just a minute. Okay, guys. So what I want to show you, it's kind of like salting in the cabbage. So I mix it and then set it aside again. And then while we're waiting, I'm gonna make sauce. So before here, again, onion, apple, and fish sauce and garlic, right? And then I'm gonna add, this is a half cup. See, I cannot tell you exactly how much, that's why at least I'm doing it this way, so that you know. Because even every time I make kimchi or any kind, it's a slightly different. So just, hey, but it still tastes good. Anyway, here, this is a half cup, right? For my taste, this is not good enough. So I'm gonna add another half cup. See, normally I don't use measuring cup. That's why I didn't know. I guess now I know. So here, so I mix this, right? Oh, maybe it's a bit too much. I don't know. But it's still, believe me, still good. It will be good. So you mix it really well. This, okay, and then okay, and then anything that this is left over, this sauce, I put it in the refrigerator, and I use it for something else. When I make gochujang to dip, I add a little bit of this one with the gochujang, Korean chili paste, and before I mix chili powder, that the sauce with the add a little bit more salt. a little bit of soy sauce and sugar, and you marinated meat. Okay, so again, apple, onion, and garlic, and that will be really good base for marinating meat, and then also the kimchi, sauce base. All right, so it's really good to know. All right, so I set it aside. So while all this is happening, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop, like vegetables and green onions and garlic and cabbage moo and ginger, all that. Okay, so I'll see you shortly. Our cabbage is ready to rinse it. So I wanted to show you, you still need to see a little bit of life in them, you know, not totally kind of like dead. So here, and then you just pour the water. And then gently okay, you rinse it. I'll do it a couple times. Okay, so that the salt water is out. See, you can still, you know, have you kind of crunch, right? One more time. So remember, you didn't wash it before you chopped and then salted the cabbage. You do it afterwards. You rinse it. Here. So I would say, you know, let's say anywhere between 30 minutes to 40 minutes to be adequate. All right. Okay, and then we'll set this bowl aside because I'm gonna need this bowl to mix all the ingredients. Okay, here, and then I'm gonna let it sit for a tad bit. So I've been chopping the rest of garlic, and I'm gonna use ginger, right? Again, ginger if you have it. If you don't, then don't worry about it. I hardly use them, but it's good for you, so you know, might as well if you have them. And so you just chopped it kind of fine. And I want to show you the this radish, right? And you can chop it many different ways, but what I like to do is let's cut it in half. Yeah. Okay. So can you see this one? Let me move maybe a little. Okay, perfect. So here, however you want, your heart desire. Here like this. Some people chop it a little bit thicker, but you know, I don't know. Last time I made it a little bit thicker, but this time I'm gonna make it a little bit thinner. You know, I'm not good with knives. You know, chopping. That's my weak point. My friend Mingyu, she's going and me is like so anyway, so here. Again, sometimes some people don't use this one, and then also you can use the different kimchi you use in different way. The shredded the shredded moon, but that's a totally different kimchi. But here I would like to use it about this. Let's see. This size, and this one, this is really sweet. This one I like to put moo in it because it adds a crunchiness with the with kimchi. So here, and then I chop it. You know, my mom used to, in Korean traditional, kimchi, she added the big chunks. She doesn't chop it this way, big chunks. So here, here You just cut it however you want. Here you go. Here. Tira, tira, tita, ta. And okay, so this is ready, right? This is ready. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the bowl in here. And then you know what, this little bit apple, I'll put it in here too. I must admit that the way I make, it's not, you know, sometimes it's not clear. And I make it slightly different, you know, every time. So it may be confusing. So I will add it little, you know, like a little note, written note, so that, you know, hope that it make it a little bit clear. So whoever that's watching this and trying to make kimchi, good luck. But you know what? I love my kimchi. One thing, I love my food. Okay. You know, just all kinds of good vegetables. You know, these good vitamins, minerals. In Korea, when I was young, growing up, for our family, my mom, we buy like 50 to 100 cabbages. The truck rolling with the huge cabbage, and that whole family. Sometimes my aunts and everybody get together. You go to, you know, to family, you help each other, and huge, you know, we call hangari, the pot, you know, Korean hangari. We have like 2, and we cook that normally like October and November. That's for whole winter through like beginning of spring. We eat that. We didn't have any other food, pop and kimchi. And with kimchi, you can make so many other dishes like kimchi jjigae, kimchi fried rice, kimchi, you know, pancake, you name it. So that's more traditional way of making kimchi. This one is more kind of like, you know, daily, all season kimchi. So how you make it is slightly different, but like I say, I don't know, someday when you be able to visit Korea, there's a kimchi museum. And also, if you go to different region, and there are so many different kind of kimchi, so many ingredients. See here today, that this kimchi is mostly kind of main ingredients is cabbage, right? Some kimchi main ingredients is like a green onions to mu. So it's so many different varieties, and so you can visit different region, and you know you can kind of find out what kind of kimchi they make in that locally. So mine is more like since I grew up in Seoul, Yongsan area, north of Han River, so we are more like the combination of Seoul based, but yet my parents from Jeju Island, so we have a mix in the little Jeju Island, and then because of World War II and Korea War, they were all over the place, you know, North Korea and stuff. So they do also made kind of North Korean kimchi. So North Korean kimchi is more lighter, less chili powder, and the southern part is more spicy. I guess that's kind of similar to China or Vietnam or like southern country have even more spicy food. So anyway, next I'm gonna show you. I'm just basically chopping all this rest of ingredients, and then I'm gonna mix together. So shortly I'm gonna show you how to mix all of that. Okay? Alrighty. So now I'm gonna mix all the ingredients. I just want it looks pretty kind of messy, but I wanted to show you all this messiness. Anyway, so you have a big bowl. I would like to mix it in the sink area. So when you kind of mix it, all the stuff comes out, and the chili, red chili pepper and powder can. I don't want to kind of dirty up other areas. So it's better to just do it in the sink. But that's what I usually do for myself. But of course, you can do whatever you want. And I would like to use kind of gloves, because this sauce, as you can see, it's a very spicy, right? For your finger, I remember. Of course, you're not gonna make a lot, but in Korea, when we do it, like 100 cabbages between this bit. Later on, after you finish, even you wash your hands, it gets really kind of hurt, because so it's better to put gloves. So here, I drained out the water from the cabbage, so I put here the bowl, and then here, all the vegetables, and then the it's got a little like apple in it. Okay, I think it's got probably more bigger bowl, and then ginger, garlic, and little peppers. That happen to be serrano peppers that I added a couple of them, and then green onions, right? Here, since I wanted to show you, it's a lot. This one I'll add it. I'm gonna. So in here now, this is the salted little shrimp. You can find it in the Korean market. Okay, so I added, like a generous about three pinch. Good luck. And then here, that sauce that I made, I'll add it in the beginning about half, and then squirt some fish sauce. Right. What I do is I'm mixing it. But obviously, you're gonna make a little bit. I don't know. Most of you probably gonna, make a little bit less than me. So it just, you have to kind of mix it together and see. You're gonna add more, and then you taste it, and then if you like, if it's fine, then you are done. Or if you need a little bit more saltiness, then you add more. The salt or fish sauce. Okay, so I mix it. See, as you mix, and then you add a little more. I can tell I need a little more of this, so I just add. Mhm. And then after that, I usually put in since we don't have that ceramic the pot, I use the glass pot, and then about a day and a half, let it sit outside for about a day and a half to ferment it, and then put it in the refrigerator. And if I were you, I will triple bag it, plastic bag, because otherwise it will kill all the other, like a milk smell, like kimchi. But so I triple bag the kimchi pot. So but the color, some people like a little bit less than this red, but me, I think this is fine. So at this point, I'm gonna taste a little bit and see. What you need to taste is whether the saltiness, whether it's right. You don't want to be too salty, but you don't want it to be too light. So here, see, it's got a really nice color, and this, and then I just tasted it, and it's tastes good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that there's no. Oh yeah, see, there's a one that I missed. So I'm gonna make sure that every little bit of cabbages and radish has all the sauce. Here. You wait for to kimchi to ferment it before you eat. I would like to eat it as right now, as like a salad, right now, like this. It's really delicious. In Korea, we sometimes if you want to eat it now, they put it in the bowl. We add a little bit of sesame seeds and a little bit of vinegar and eat it now. Or just eat it without putting anything. Still tasty. So I think I mixed really well. Let's see here. See, after all that, I have this much left, right? This one I'm gonna put it in the container, and then I'm gonna use it for other sauce or like soup base, spicy soup. And then I'm gonna get this kind of glass bowl, and then just put it in here. See, Korea has so this kimchi, the fermented cabbage, the vegetables and cabbage. Along with kimchi, there are many fermented food. So maybe, I was kind of thinking about it the other day. That would be really interesting to have a kind of different fermented food of Korea. It's some is a fish base, some is vegetable base. One thing that I would like to mention to you is that when you pot it, when you put it in the jar, don't put it too high, because of while it's fermenting, it's gonna make it, it will come up. What you call it?
Expand.
Thank you so much. It will expand. So if you put it too much, then it's gonna be all kind of watery. It'll be a mess. So I just wanted to show it to you, so that about this much. Since I have another jar, so I add it. I kind of separate them. Sometimes I use smaller jar, but I don't need it this time. And then usually there's a lots of leftover, sauce. I do it. My mom usually she put a little bit. You don't have to do this, okay? But I'm just doing it. So, and then you kind of push down a little bit. Okay, push down. And then this one too, this one I push it down. And, okay, so that your hand is still. Because you close the top, I'm gonna wash outside. Right. And then so now it's like this is midday. So tomorrow night I'll taste it, but tomorrow night it's ready to go into the refrigerator. Then I have plenty of nowadays, the bags, right? So I bag it. Yeah, I use three bags. Okay. Alrighty, so you guys know the drill, right? After this. Alright, so again, leave me comments and your experience. And again, I apologize for all the confusion. But hey, that's me. Okay, bye.